Retro Cottage has been bit by the Zelda bug. Pretty much ever since the release of Tears of the Kingdom a few weeks ago. My wife is a very, very big fan of Zelda, and so she's been playing that, and I decided, you know what, I'll play through Breath of the Wild again, and, well, I'm playing through Breath of the Wild. Not right now, of course, because I'm vlogging, but you get what I mean. And today on stream, I decided we could play some Zelda games, specifically the CDI games. Didn't get very far on that because the games are absolutely shocking in every single way, and you can't get past a single screen without dying horribly. But we played the original NES Zelda as well. And while playing it, this is something that I reflected on when I first played Breath of the Wild. The games really have changed less than you think they have. I remember when Breath of the Wild came out and the whole thing was, oh, it's a new open world Zelda and all this, and they've all been open world. That's the thing, every single Zelda, or every single mainline Zelda, has been an open world game, ostensibly. The only difference with Breath of the Wild is that it's one big continuous world, and it's probably the biggest world that Zelda's had. And so it is a bit different to the traditional formula, but really there's so many parallels that you can draw between the first Legend of Zelda and Breath of the Wild, to the extent that well, it made me think about how there's only been one traditional Zelda game that's just straightforward, no nonsense, and that is the original. Because all the others have had some sort of weird gimmick to them, like A Link to the Past has the Dark World and no time travel, despite the name. Ocarina of Time has time travel. Majora's Mask has the whole 3-day thing, and so on and so forth. They've all had some unusual gimmick, for want of a better word, to make them a bit different from the other Zeldas. And I know I said the original was the only one that was straightforward, but really Breath of the Wild itself is a very straightforward Zelda. When you think about it, when you boil it down, if you look past the big open, expansive, continuous world, it's just Zelda with a lot of dungeons. That's it. And there's no two ways about it, really. If you really think about it, that's the way it is. And yeah, you could argue, the whole weapon breaking thing and the whole crafting thing is different, and it is a little bit, but it's means to an end. It's getting health, and previously you would buy potions, and this one you buy food. So it's not hugely different, really. I don't know. I'm not complaining, and I'm not drawing this as a criticism or anything. I just find it fascinating that you can compare the two games so closely, despite the fact that they're, oh gosh, how far apart? A good, 35 years-ish? Something like that. And you can still find that there's things in Zelda 1 that are the same as things in Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom very different because that does its own thing, and that's more that takes from all sorts of Zelda games. So that's kind of a best of album as far as I can tell. I've not actually played it extensively myself, but I've watched enough of it over my wife's shoulder. So that does seem to be what that's all about. Anyway, I've got Zelda on the brain, that's why I'm talking about it, that's pretty much it. So I hope that made sense, and I'll have to play more Breath of the Wild. Thank you for watching. Oh, one other thing, I've found some RAM, so I can actually put together a Windows 98 computer. There you go, that's normal for this channel. Maybe I'll talk about that some more tomorrow. No, I won't. No, maybe I'll talk about that on Wednesday. Anyway, bye!